what God has moved itself beyond the conceptual stage. There are those who argue for the existence of God by pointing to the existence of something such as love. Now we know love exists, and by way of that they make a way to eventually saying, even though you can't see it, it exists, and that's the same as God, so on and so forth. However, love is a concept. Love is a concept that is validated by way of some tangible act. We say that you love your family members because you have some unseen feeling. Again, this is a feeling can't be seen. Well, it's not a feeling, it's an act. The act of me taking care of a family member. And yet, of course, within families, there's always fighting, bickering, this and that. So it's a concept. And just as one could use a concept to validate love, well, I can also say, well, the concept of unicorns existing can be validated by the fact of there being rainbows. Because as everybody knows, unicorns travel upon rainbows to get from their realm to ours. And leprechauns ride unicorns. And it's the same manner that all gods seem to exist. All gods are really acceptable. The gods of the quote-unquote three major religions, Christianity, Judaism, and Islam. Yet gods aren't able to move beyond a concept. Can't prove itself to be beyond a concept. Being I put forth that truth is God. Truth itself is a concept, yes. Yet as I am always apt to do, it is within the very fact of speaking this truth and saying that truth is a concept that it validates itself as being true. As I've put forth before, I've always often been accused of working in circular logic, and as I've put forth before, it is not I that work in circular logic, it is the circularity of truth itself, or the completeness of truth itself, the infinity of truth itself, that everything must come back to truth. And thus it shows its power and its glory and the fact that it is God by the fact of it does it itself. It's not I, it is self. As you look to analyze and seek any other God that exists out there in all the really held religions, how are they proven? Not only proven by way of concepts, and they can't prove themselves. Man, the concept is always pulling something else. It's always saying, well, this is proof of that. But it's separate. My doing something good, what's even good itself, my providing food, clothing, and shelter for my children is proof of my love for them, was just thus the proof and validation of love itself. That is an act. That is the act itself, and that is an act of saying, well, that is what love is, me providing food and shelter, is that the extent? Well, then there's other things. Well, because one say do what's best for one. Well, then what is doing what is best for one? For within religion, if you were to question me, well, what is the best that God can do for humanity? If we stick to a God of the holy books, stick to a God of the Bible, the God of the Quran, which within both of them is held that those who don't believe in a God will suffer. Well, the best that God can do is to forgive all and not put us through the trials and tribulations of life and existence. The best that God could do is to start everything over. Matter of fact, eliminate all pain and suffering that's ever existed and go back. Have everybody exist in bliss and harmony and joy. Well, that's the best that a God can do. Best that God can do is go back from the very beginning. If Adam and Eve and just had them two and that's it. What is the best that a God can do? If you want to say there's the knowledge, the self proof of love, and once again, love and all that entails of what it is that validating the best. Well, what is the best that a God can do? Can eliminate all ignorance and doubt, eliminate the need for belief, and even eliminate, once again, all the things that brings one's pain, suffering, anguish. It's just the very doubt and wonderment of the existence of God causes pain and suffering. People crying out to God, praying to God, wanting proof of God, praying that God gives them a sign. And of course, there's those that say, well, they have been given a sign, and there are those who have wailed out in anguish, in pain, within a heart of wanting God to come and show itself, and yet God it did not. So what is the best that your God can do? And obviously you must be going off what my perception of what best is, because it is my perception of what best is. It is what your perception of what best is when you apply one's best action towards another, which validates the existence of love. And you must stay within this. So before, you must stay consistent in that which you use, with that which you apply, that which you use to verify, validate, and vouch for things. You must be consistent. And if it's necessary for you to go outside of that, if it's necessary for you to bring something out and you can't stay consistent, then thus it shows the flaw in that which you are putting forth. It shows a flaw in you. For one must hold that God is beyond flaw. I hold that God is beyond flaw. And I hold God is beyond flaw verified by the fact that truth is beyond flaw. All things that there are, all things that exist, all, even as a concept, that truth is beyond flaw. The truth is that which is. Plain simple, that which is, and that which is that which is. And then if you question, well, what is that? It's still, you can only question in truth. What is there else to see? But I know the truth is that you do not see it. The truth is so many do not see this for whatever that reason it is. I know this truth. But it's not a concept that you don't see what or understand what I say. It's not a concept that you are not able to believe what it is I believe. It's not a concept. It's not a concept that you Do not think there is any validity to what it is that I put forth. It's not a concept. It is the truth of that which is. It is the truth. I don't have to conceptualize that. I know it because I experience it, because I see it, because I hear it.